situations going on with the National Association of Realtors, NAR. So as you know, Kenny Purcell from Utah, who was the president of NAR up until the other day, he resigned amidst a scandal exposed by the the New York Times relative sexual harassment scandal. He claims, we should be clear on this, that he claims he's completely innocent and he didn't do any of these things that are charged in the New York Times article. And even though some of the claims were settled out of court by NAR, but he's resigned because, of course, he's committed to the realtor cause, and he doesn't want to be a drag on the association, so he's basically falling on his sword. He's a martyr. He's an innocent martyr is basically his line of attack here. So what has NAR done? And basically NAR has kicked Kenny Purcell to the curb, whether he deserved it or not. He's resigned. And they have brought up the otherwise new president. She was going to take charge in December, I believe, November, about 3 months from now. And her name is Tracy Kasper. She emerges as the president of a fractured NAR amid mild dissent. This is from Inman, posted today. So 1 day into Tracy Kasper's term as president of the National Association, some have raised doubts about her ability to set the 115-year-old organization on the right path. So what they mean, we're not going to get into this article for whatever, we're not going to get into the depths of that article. But basically what they're saying are two things. One, where has she been? Where has she been? She's been there the whole time in a subsidiary position to Mr. Purcell. She's been waiting in the wings. Where was her voice? Now, it is mildly unseemly to kind of call for the resignation of the leader ahead of you, especially if you're going to take his place. So I get that. But on the other hand, when you're faced with an issue of moral outrage, there is a spot where you do need to speak up. And where has she been? She's been serving in a wide range of Realtor Association roles for a long, long time. She's out of Idaho, Boise, if I'm not mistaken. But by the way, if you've ever been to Idaho, what a beautiful state Idaho can be. I've been there, I think, twice. Not long ago I think I went there in 2021. Beautiful place. Anyways, so she's back. She's the one, and there's a lot of people that are kind of looking at this situation as an opportunity, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, as an opportunity, a turning point. What did I call it? An inflection point to change NAR. And there actually has been some talk of can we somehow decouple from NAR and break the rule that requires, this is rich, there's been some talk about breaking the rule that requires NAR membership to get an MLS account. Now, they would never break the rule, for instance, to require a local association membership to get an MLS account, because without that rule, the local association would shrivel up and die. But there are people are thinking that maybe they can get rid of the NAR requirement, so that would reduce their dues. Basically, is the strategy there. I feel blessed every single day that I fortunately am a real estate agent in Massachusetts, and our MLS PIN is not owned by the Realtor Association, thank God. And consequently, any licensee can join. And you don't have to be a NAR member or a member of the Massachusetts or Boston, or you don't have to be a member of the association. And as you know, I'm not. So I think right now people are looking at the organization NAR in crisis. It's in crisis, and they're thinking to themselves, okay, this is our chance to get what we want, as NAR has basically a reorganization, effectively. Also playing out at this same time is the CEO, Bob Goldberg of NAR. His contract is up soon. I think someone fact-checked me at the end of the year, I believe. And so you have Kenny Purcell out. You have this new Me Too movement in. Or is it in? Because basically you do have a woman, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to see things in a different light, because where has she been? And you have a chance to maybe get a new CEO. In what is most certainly, as Lee Brown has indicated in her quotes, and we've talked about Lee Brown on this channel before, the leadership of NAR is insular. And it seems to take years to kind of like move your way up. You have got to kind of prove yourself to move your way up in this association. And what you've got to do that, who you've got to appease to do that, does that really mean that Tracy is going to be able to make the tough decisions to actually reform the organization? Or does the organization need to be completely upended and reinvented entirely? We will see. Until then, I got to just ask a question. How does any of this drama serve the rank and file agent out there that's trying to sell houses? It doesn't. Does the rank and file agent who's out there trying to sell houses, do they have time for this drama in Washington, D.C.? They do not. They're just trying to make ends meet. Volume of sales are low, aren't they? Even though we just put on 2 new houses today at our agency, Jack Haley Real Estate. The volume of, the volume's low. The rank and file agent is struggling. Do they need to hear all this drama from the National Association? No, they don't. And rather than focusing on the welfare of the rank and file agent that pays their salary, they're dealing with this bleep storm. All right, so I'm Jack Gately from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.